Welcome to the True Life in God Daily Podcast, where we hear God's voice in our times. We get to really know Him, and we enter into a more personal relationship with Him.
May 16, 1987. Last night, coming back from a dinner, I went up the stairs and a great odor of incense penetrated my nose again. I understood.
Vassula, when you smell incense, it is I, Jesus Christ. I wish you to feel my presence. Vassula, I love you to distraction and beyond measure. Alas, this love which overflows my heart, this ardent flame of love burning, is so little understood. So few come to draw from it. So few.
Jesus, many people don't know how to approach you. I'm so sure of that.
They can come and talk to me. I hear them. I can enjoy for hours any conversation. It brings me so much joy when they would count me among their friends.
Last night, a man told me that all women desire to be Magdalenes.
Lo, not all.
Well, those that love you probably do then.
I want them to.
Jesus, I think we will have to rush.
Where to?
Downstairs. Check the oven. I had forgotten the oven which was lit.
Come then, let us go.
Jesus, when before your approach I heard of you like a myth, I never realized how you are real. In my eyes, you were so far away, a story in a book.
I know, Vassula. I know. For many, I am still a myth. Find me in Gethsemane next time we meet. I will reveal to you my anguishes, my sufferings, and fears of that night. Come, allow me to rest in you, daughter.
Next day.
Come, find me where I have told you. O Gethsemane, what have you to unfold but fears, anguishes, betrayals, and abandonments? Gethsemane, you have depleted men from courage. You have suspended in your still air my agonies for all eternity. Gethsemane, what have you to declare that was undeclared? You have witnessed in the stillness of holiness the betrayal of your God. You have witnessed me. The hour had come. Scriptures were to be fulfilled. Daughter, I know that many souls believe in me as though I was but a myth. They believe that I existed only in the past. For many, I am but a passing shadow, now eclipsed with time and evolution. Very few realize that I existed in flesh on earth and exist now among you. I am all what came to pass and is to pass. I know their fears. I know their anguishes. I know their weaknesses. Have I not witnessed all these frailties in Gethsemane? Daughter, when love prayed in Gethsemane, 1,000 devils were shaken. Fearing demons took flight. The hour had come. Love was glorifying love. O Gethsemane, witness of the betrayed, witness of the forlorn, arise, witness and testify. Daughter, Judas betrayed me, but how many more like Judas are betraying me still? I knew instantly that his kiss would spread among many, and for generations to come. This same kiss will be given to me over and over again, renewing my sorrow, rending my heart. Vassula, come, let me be consoled. Let me rest in your heart.
Next day.
Vassula, were you right?
Yes, Jesus, if it's what you wish.
Love me, daughter, in my torments of Gethsemane. I was deceived by one of my own, one of my beloved ones. And today I still receive indignities, recollecting my agonies of the past. My heart swelled and filled with bitterness.
I had problems, and I lacked confidence to continue suddenly. Jesus?
I am. Little one, right. My sweat of agony poured out of me like big drops of blood.
I suddenly thought of the time I was almost tempted by the evil spirit and felt ashamed.
Weakness attracts me, for I can give you my strength. Come, bring me your love. Lean on me.
I leaned.
Yes.
Jesus was glad.
Here, eat from me. Fill your heart from my heart. Love me. Think of me. Be mine, entirely mine. Adore me and me only. I am calling you to receive me, yes, in the little white host. Come and drink me. Purify. I love you, and I will see that you receive me. Do not deny me ever. Desire me and me only. I will be waiting for you at the tabernacle. You will see me, like I have taught you with the eyes of your soul.
Jesus, it's my fault to have interrupted you. Do you wish to continue?
I do. Hear me. The soil absorbed those drops, but today the soil, drier than ever, needs irrigation. It desires peace and is thirsty for love.
Suddenly, Jesus stopped.
Grieve me not. But will you pray again with me? Love me, Vassula. Come. O Father, fulfill what must be fulfilled. May your words penetrate, bless, and purify the hearts of your children. Father, do as your heart desires, and may your will be done. Amen. Are you willing to continue working for me?
I will continue working for God, if it's His will to do so.
It is my will.
Then I will continue working. Do not forget my incapacity, though.
Lean entirely on me, your Jesus. I know how helpless you are. I wanted to have but a mere child who would have to depend entirely on me.
Jesus?
I am.
Is your message of Gethsemane finished?
No, I will continue. My children have to be revived and shown that I am among them. With my message, which I blessed, they would see me and feel me. Many will return to me, I who long for my beloved ones.
Jesus, how can I do anything?
Vassula, will a father not help his child cross the road when he needs his help? So I will help you till the end.
I don't know if I am doing right by distributing your message. Am I doing wrong?
No, you are giving my bread as I gave it to you. My bread must be given freely.
May 17, 1987. I read St. Michael's Prayer.
Read the next one.
I read the Memoraria of St. Bernard, St. Mary, being worried about something. When my friends read the messages and start thinking again of God, some returning to God, and some being happy with hope, unfortunately sometimes, what happens in their delight is that they would talk about it to a priest friend, and he would warn them not to believe it's God. In fact, I realized myself that out of the 4 priests here, knowing the writings, 2 discouraged me and too encouraged me. I would have liked, though, that those that discouraged me and discourage others, I would have liked them to decide after having read from A to Z. Then, if they still thought it nothing, they should tell me why and explain it. How could one give an opinion without following it and discussing with me not more than once?
Fill up your heart with God's flame. I love you.
Beloved Mother, I fear that God's message might be trampled by people who are not even following it up or reading it.
Fear not, child.
I'm distressed.
I know. Will you acknowledge, Vassula, the works of Jesus?
I do.
Vassula, I have prayed for you. Agapimou.
Agapimou means my beloved in Greek.
Be patient. Lean on Jesus.
I prayed to Jesus.
Lean on me.
I'm fearing for your message to be crushed by those who have not read it even.
Do not fear. Love me. To purify your soul glorifies me. Come, let us go. Remember, us, we. Grieve not.
Jesus led me yesterday to Sunday Mass. I can't follow the Mass properly, as all the rest, since I've never been taught the songs and procedure. I'm always one step behind the others, but I know Jesus is there and is talking to me. The bread felt consoling. May 18, 1987. I've been at 6:30 to Holy Communion as Jesus asked me. In the middle of it, Jesus started talking to me. I received the bread, and in my mouth it felt like a lacerated piece of flesh. Jesus was showing me that Holy Communion was not just plain bread that we are taking, but that indeed it is Christ's body we receive, which had been ripped off from scourging. Funny how I felt it yesterday different, and today different. It seemed like Jesus was giving me different impressions. Jesus?
I am. Love me. Come close to me. I will give you different impressions every time you receive me. Vassula, I grieve when you are distant to me.
It's true. Sometimes, when the wave of doubt covers me, I refuse to talk to him or see him, saying to myself that it's not him, and I avoid his image, avoid talking with him, avoid all what he's taught me. I'm trying to convince myself that my imagination played tricks.
You are grieving me, beloved. You are offending me when you block me out and seem so far away. Understand that the devil is behind all this. He is desperate and wants you to believe that you are only imagining all the graces I have given to you. He wants you to forget all my heavenly teachings. He wants to drag you back to him. When you seem so far from me, I fear for you. When a shepherd sees one from his flock wander away, would he just sit? A good shepherd would rush to it, pick it up, and bring it back. When I see you wandering away, I will not wait. I will rush to you and fetch you. I will draw you closer to me. Little one, I will cover you with my cloak when you are cold. I will feed you, lift you close to my heart when distressed. What will I not do for you?
Jesus?
I am.
Why all these graces for me? Why?
Let me free to give to whom I please.
But I don't want to be different from others.
Vassula, you will be receiving me. Let me use you. Have I not told you that I will liberate you?
I don't understand.
I wish to liberate many souls from their chains, chains of evil, I am using you as an instrument. Do not misunderstand my works. My appeal is not for you only. My appeal of peace and love is for all humanity.
Yes, Lord, but I feel a bit uncomfortable when friends know about this. I mean, I feel uncomfortable when some of them look and say, "You are privileged." I feel awful.
Feel awful, daughter, for being chosen because of your wretchedness. I have not chosen you because of your merits. I have told you already before that your merits are none, and what comes out of the Lord's mouth is but the truth. Come often and repent to me. Remember, I do not favor you more than the rest of my children.
I know, Jesus. I know. That's why I feel embarrassed for you giving me this grace to call you any time I wish.
Vassula, I give even to the most wretched. Let your friends see how my heart is an abyss of mercy and forgiveness. Let them see how I raise even the dead. Let them see how I love even those that denied me.
Jesus?
I am, beloved.
I don't know what to say.
Say that you love me.
I love you, and you know it.
I love you, daughter. Yes, in spite of your wretchedness. Remember, talk to me. I am your spouse. Share with me. Smile at me when you see me.
Yes, Jesus. I feel that my very presence offends you, and I know I'm repeating myself. How can you stand me?
I love you.
I love you too.
Feel me. Look into my eyes.
I looked at him. His eyes were grave, but full of love.
Yes. Remember, daughter, that I am your holy father. Let us go now.
You've just listened to the True Life in God podcast. We can't wait to see you tomorrow with a new episode.